What is your I fucking hate that song? Any song that plays in a Spotify premium ad. Want a break from the ads? I ducking hate that song, but I still sing it in the car, or I'm going to kill you if you play that one more time. The second one, this question stems from my inevitable intention to smash a radio anytime it plays one of the many songs that are being listed in this thread. 1 to 877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. The Bad Place National Anthem. Baby Shark. Makes my skin crawl. Lol. Baby Shark used to be a song that I sang at Girl Scout camps over 10 years ago. Every troop sang it a little differently, but it usually always ended with there being a swimmer who gets eaten by the sharks and goes to heaven. We used to sing along with other troops and always say our slightly different version was better. Now that there is a universal version without a shark attack, it feels less special. Yummy from Justin Bieber. That is the ducking worst thing I've listened to. The marketing did not help either. Promoting my song about oral sex with baby pictures on Instagram? Check. Happy by Farrell. I feel so validated that this is so high on this thread. Years ago for work, I got to go with my boss to an early viewing of the Minions Land at Universal Studios Hollywood. It's a small corner of the park with a 3D ride and like 2 kids rides. For 2 hours we had to stand there and eat Minion cupcakes and network. This was the only song they played. No joke. 2 hours of this ducking song. I wanted to die, but I had to stay for work the entire time. Say What You Need to Say by John Mayer. In a 4-minute song, that Methodika repeats that mother ducking phrase 40 goddamn times. It's by far the most infuriating song I've ever heard. Anytime I hear it my whole ducking day is ruined. Duck that song. Well, you've said what you needed to say, so who wins here? Dear future husband, the horror. Meghan Trainor in general drives me up the ducking wall. Especially that All About That bass song. In a year that Ebola broke out and Robin Williams and Joan Rivers died, that song was the worst thing to happen in 2014. Yummy, Justin Bieber. Then you will love this video by Danny Gonzalez. Lightning, then the thunder, thunder, thun, thunder, thun, thun, thunder, 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 thun, thunder, thun, thun, thunder, thunder. I can hear that comment. Fight song by Rachel, amazingly bland. As Todd in the Shadows said, if this is your fight song, you're going to get your kicked. It's my mom's favorite song and her ringtone. I can't say much because it's the song that helped her get through breast cancer, so for that I should be grateful. But the sound of the chorus coming in is enough to make me tense. All these songs, people said. Reddit is on a roll. Also fight song edit. Why is everyone singing it? Blowing up my inbox. Go away. But to all the people who value it, respect. BCIDC. No hate to the people calling the artist crude names. Pipe down. Ain't gotta be so passionate. The parody makers. Please cease yourself, you disappoint me XD. And from a personal perspective, I just don't like sappy behavior and even having to address anything. This song is full of sap. I find no meaning in stuff like that at all. I respect if it does something for someone else, like wonderful, by all means. Don't let me or anyone else stop you. I have no purpose in trying to affect your personal preference and happiness like at all. But in my personal experience, I prefer solemn comfort and solutions instead of reminders through music, or otherwise for empowerment, or whatever. So that's my take. No hate. Don't associate me with anything anyone else says here. Take back my life. Thong. We're all in this together. Bentley. It was already being used, and already annoying, in the industry superannuation ads on Australian TV even before COVID-19. NGL, I sang the name like High School Musical. Has no one mentioned Girls Like You by Maroon 5? Sickeningly overplayed, and the guitar scratch out of rhythm makes me mad. Maroon 5 is just Adam Levine and a computer now. I Can't Stand Marry You by Bruno Mars. It's even worse. That is played at every wedding. Listen to the lyrics, people. It is about getting wasted and getting married because it's something dumb to do. It's not romantic to play behind your slideshow of pictures of you as a child. I almost played You Are My Sunshine at mine. Wife and I were listening to the playlist on the road trip up to the venue. course we picked some damn good ones, but when that one came on I realized how depressing it actually was, and we scrapped it. Listen to your playlist, people. Whippanini. The best part is at the beginning, when he says you already know who it is. And then he tells you who he is. Blurred Lines. A trash song with a trash message. Edit. Oops, forgot about the faction of Redditors who just straight up hate women. I love the parody word crimes lyrics, but the song is meh. That makes Blurred Lines doubly trash. Happy by Pharrell Williams. My mother thought this was an appropriate choice for a mother-son dance at my wedding. I'm 90% sure that this song only exists due to a late night sesh concluding with Pharrell claiming he could rewrite any song and still get to number 1. And so someone picked If You're Happy and you know it, clap your hands. Meghan Trainor's all about that bae. Anytime I tell someone I hate that song they're all why. It's about body positivity, as if that makes it immune to criticism. The Birdie song, Chicken Dance, every ducking wedding ever, not mine. I refuse to have it. Duck that tradition. Plus side to being old and out of touch. I have never heard most of these songs. Score 1 for old people. Holy crap, this thread blew up. There were like 15 replies when I posted this. Alright, I'll throw my older choice out there. We Built This City by Jefferson Starship. I have a visceral reaction whenever I hear that song and have to restrain myself from jabbing pencils in my ears. Meghan Trainor sucks in anything but especially in that All About That bass song. People like to praise this song for being body positive, but it really isn't. The message is literally it's okay to be fat as long as you have a bigger, because then men will still want to have sex with you. Rude by Magic. It's so Winnie. Also, why did you ask her dad if you weren't going to respect his answer? He probably saw through that and could tell he's a pose. Oh god, I hate that song so ducking much. I had completely, gladly, forgotten its existence until you had the absolute gall to bring that chiz back up. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow. IT's everyday bro edit. Thank you for all the updates. Now I can post in r/tank memes. NGL and DISMY City. Lem take a selfie. Whenever I hear it, I want to hurt someone lol. I met the Chainsmokers and asked them about that. They told me it was a joke song, the girl was a friend, and didn't have to go too far out of her normal character for her part. I still don't like it, but I hate it a little less now. James Blunt, you're beautiful. 2 reasons. 1. Stupid song, and 2. Brings me back to my retail days where that was on the radio every 35 minutes. I've only started to tolerate the song because James Blunt has an absolutely hilarious and self-deprecating Twitter feed. Ellie Goulding, Love Me Like You Do, mainly because it was associated with 50 Shades of Grey at the height of its relevance. Love Me Like a Jude. Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke. Not only is it disgustingly catchy, it's also rather rappy. There used to be a website called What Rhymes with Hug Me, and it gave all different variations of what actually rhymes with Hug Me, and it was fantastic. What rhymes with Hug Me? Let's play some rugby. That Once I Was 7 Years Old song. IDKY, but it just pisses me off. I was looking for this comment, haha. And when he screams soon I'll be 50, like okay, we get it. Dance Monkey. She sounds like the Chipettes from Alvin and the Chipmunks, but 45 and a chronic smoker edit. Wow. This blew up. Thanks guys. Don't worry, most of Australia hates it too. I respect her making it in the industry, but that song and the 2 others I've heard of hers do my bloody head, as well as every one of my co-workers. Dance Monkey was literally the most streamed song by a female artist on Spotify last year, and it's one of those songs where 99% of people you ask will groan at the thought of it, yet it's played on the radio non-stop because it's a top hit. Yeah, it's a top hit because every radio station plays it every 3rd song. Stop. Senorita by Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes. Like, can you stop playing that song for 1 ducking second, goddammit. I can't believe how many times I've switched the radio station only for it to be playing on the next station. Literally anything by Meghan Trainor. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Every one of her songs that I've heard makes me want to say girl, you are not helping. Shape of You. Ugh. Song would have been fine, but only 10 songs play on radio anymore. At work we had no choice but to listen to only one station, and this one played 98 times a day for a year. Duck Radio. I hate Hey Soul Sister. It's on so many ads, and I've heard it so often that just hearing the ducking ukulele plinky intro irritates the chiz out of me. My heart is bound to beat right out my untrimmed chest. That's the best you can fking do with those 2 syllables. Untrimmed. I've said this before on another post, but the current pop country that plays on the radio, I can barely tell any difference between the country radio stations and the pop radio stations anymore. And the country artists that complain about how country has changed in their music are usually still catering to the new pop country. I'm only in my 20s, and I can confidently say that the country music now with is very different than what I grew up with, even when a lot of the same artists are around and releasing music. I've noticed this as well. I have a pretty broad music taste and noticed that modern country is completely different than what it was before 2010. Stitches by Shawn Mendes. People always used to blast that song. The song creeps me the duck out. I was at a psychiatric office and this girl outside was singing it over and over again, getting sadder and sadder every time she sang I'll be needing stitches. Like, damn. Thunder by Imagine Dragons. You mean you don't like the word thunder said 467 times in 4 minutes? All Summer Long by Kid Rock. I ducking hate that song as he stole the opening riff from one of my favorite songs of all time. Like, I hate that I get excited when it comes on, only to hear chiselting my ears. Yep. It's like, wait, you like Warren Zevanoch's Nevermind. Christian rock music not being religious, but they try so hard that they crossed a line that makes a disgusting edit. I don't know how this has so many upvotes, but I'm glad people can agree with me and are okay with my tastes in music. Can't you see you're not making Christianity better? You're just making rock and roll worse. Hank Hill. Today I learned I should never be given the aux cord in a car full of Redditors. I can't imagine it ever being a good idea to get into a car full of Redditors. Senorita by Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes. This song was made a tiny bit more palatable after my mom pointed out that Shawn Mendes goes yeah. No at one point, so I laugh whenever I hear it. Rude by Magic. Cannot ducking stand that song. I don't think I'd want my daughter to marry a less successful restaurant either. Baby by Justin Bieber. He says that word what feels like 10,000 times in that already awful song. I was just thinking about that song earlier today, but for a totally different reason. I was thinking about what songs do I associate with which years, and that song immediately makes me think about 2010. I dunno, that's not an endorsement. Blame it on the people running the sound system at Tropicana Field. Guxy Gang. Guxy Gang. Despacito. Every time I hear the intro I wish to punch the speaker edit. RIP my inbox. They blasted that song in the cafeteria for the entirety of Hispanic Heritage Month at my old middle school. Let's just say I'm no longer as sane as I was. Any song that has ties to 2018 YouTube Rewind. It basically gives me cringe PTSD. Edit. Thank you for the award and the massive amount of likes. The only good part about Rewind 2018 was the animators getting their own part. Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake. I got this feeling inside my balls. Moves like Jagger. In their defense, it is quite impressive that Jagger is still able to move at his age. This girl is on fire edit. Damn, y'all hate this song so much. So far this is my most popular comment. Thanks. Well put her out then. Dance Monkey. I wish I never heard it. I'm from the UK, and I thought my country couldn't do any worse, and then this song ends up spending like 11 weeks at number 1. Bad Girlfriend. It's like a clueless 14-year-old boy's idea of the ideal woman. Yeah, she'd be super hot. I'd get to take her clothes off and have naughty sex with her. She'd smoke weed and drink, and she'd be totally crazy, but in a hot way. Theory of a Deadman have always had a sense of humor in their songs, though. Like Blow and Medicate, I always thought Bad Girlfriend was a fun joke song. Let It Go. Not necessarily the song itself, but how the whole movie got overhyped. It's not that good. Let It Go is just defying gravity for kids. Oh baby, why don't you just meet me in the middle? Hated being tortured by this song working in retail. Please Me, Cardi B. I always have skipped that song because I find it so annoying. Happy by Pharrell. My mom, her best friend, and literally everyone I walked by at school or on the way to school would blast that chiz repeatedly. I remember when it came out, I was severely depressed and I had a bunch of toxic friends who would just tell me to lighten up and stop being a downer. So they started blasting that song around me intentionally. I still hate it. She thinks my tractor sex XIIE kills self. My girlfriend pleasures herself with my lawnmower, so I can relate to this song. Basically anything by Maroon 5. I used to say oh, but I like old Maroon 5, but no. Adam Levine is just so ducking annoying. Also If I Can't Have You by Shawn Mendes. Songs About Jane was the first album I ever listened to where I liked all the songs. I still very much appreciate their earlier work. They just lost whatever gumption they had to keep being musically progressive. Levine got big and the spark just died because he was too afraid to lose fame. Raw Katy Perry. My high school mascot was a tiger. You can guess what song the band played at every event. Blurred Lines Robin Thicke. The song is so repetitive and basic, plus his voice is worse than chalkboard nails. What does the fox say? I'm sorry but. Ding 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 ding. Oh Reddit. Someone names a song they hate, and it's followed by a reply guaranteed to make you hear that song in your head. Never change. 7 Years by Lucas Graham. I had to be one of the teacher sponsors of my elementary school's talent show, and it was so popular with all the kids. I had to hear like 5 different 3rd graders sing it off key. Any version of Santa Baby. But Santa Buddy though. Ice Baby. I always get excited and think hell yeah Under Pressure. Then I'm just instantly irate. I actually heard Ice Baby before Under Pressure, so I was very confused when I heard Under Pressure haha. But I'm always glad when it's Under Pressure instead of Ice Baby. Any song by 6ix99ine reminds me of a story that still baffles me. A female work colleague calls me in for playing a 6ix99ine track at a social gathering because he's allegedly a pedophile and slept with an underage girl. And apparently that's why he's currently been locked up. I wasn't in the mood to argue with her about how he was actually facing trial for organized crime. I also admit that I didn't know about these allegations about the 15-year-old girl at the time, and I admit that it's a trashy song anyway, so I apologized and hit the forward button. Later on in the evening, she puts on R. Kelly. Can I just say like 99% of modern country music? Pop country. Cheerleader. Oh me. Duck that song. And the message she's kinda sexy, so I might not sleep around on her. What a duckin' hero. Havana by Camila Cabello. The song itself might actually be tolerable, but she just mumbles and slurs all the way through it, and it drives me nuts. Plus, it was really popular when I was flying long haul, and it seemed like every airline was using as the first song on the playlist while they were boarding/unboarding passengers. And every time someone interrupted the playlists for an announcement, it would restart the playlist from the beginning with the same damned song. Havana Runana. Half of my heart is gone because my wife is gone and she took the kids. Sarah, please come back, I'm sorry and I miss you. I Got a Feeling. Black Eyed Peas. Such an inane song, they literally list the days of the week. Also Thunder, Imagine Dragons. When it echoes the word thunder, it's just the worst. I will always maintain the lyrics to this song are as bad as Friday by Rebecca Black, but Black Eyed Peas are grown-up adults who should know better. So many over the years. Right now though, it is the Gummy Bear song. Plus anything from Frozen. Look for the Gummy Bear album in stores on November 13th, with lots of music, videos, and extras. That one song, that goes shut up, and dance with me. It's like no, you shut up. I hated this song when it was popular, but now it's kind of a guilty pleasure of mine honestly. Fight song by Rachel Platten. I don't know why, but the cringe level is just too much for me. I just picture a young woman smoking a cigarette in a beat up Saturn en route to her MLM conference like the boss babe she is. The ducking Ariana Grande song bragging about all the money she has. The I want it, I buy it song literally ruins my mood. No joke, when it first came out I heard it 5 times in a 3-minute drive between the different radio stations I had saved in my car. Close Up by the Chainsmokers. Please stop. Saw Halsey Live in concert in 2018. She apologized to the crowd for it being so overplayed to the point where statistically speaking, that was probably the first ever song somebody heard on the radio after being born, so at least self-aware lol. She then proceeded to sing just one chorus of it, slow ballad style. I liked it. Ducking Train. Soul Sister or whatever it's called. Godin of Engivema Strength. Anything by Chris Brown just instantly pisses me off. The dude's a ducking rapist and does not deserve any recognition. Also, I knew he punched Rihanna, which is awful, but when you look at the actual injuries and what happened, he was literally threatening to kill her. It's even worse. Man, I came here to commiserate, but I'm honestly feeling so attacked right now lol. Yeah, some are awful, but some others I'm like oh man. Rude by Magic. And that Once I Was 7 years old song. Imagine is so damn pretentious. John Lennon is a great musician, but that ducking song is condescending. Imagine there's no money easy to say when you earn $2 million from that album alone. Cue my favorite joke of all time. 10 flights at Liverpool John Lennon Airport were cancelled, and the airport was full of stranded tourists. Imagine all the people. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. I can take any other Christmas song, no matter how awful, how schmaltzy, how saccharine sweet it is. Even Last Christmas I can stand, if I use all my willpower. But I cannot stand this goddamn abomination of a song. And it doesn't help that it's my sister's favorite Christmas song. Chagarine, you were looking for saccharine. Oh my, you watched until the end? That's ducking awesome dude. Thanks for watching.